The culture that I looked into is Ireland, also known as the Emerald Isle. Ireland is a island north of Great Britain. It's in Northern Europe. It is the second largest island in Europe. It is split into two different parts. The Independent Republic of Ireland, which is the southern largest part of Ireland, and then there's Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK, and it is a small northern piece of it. There, over the entire island, there are close to 7 million people. It's with it being split into two different parts. There are two different governments. The Republic of Ireland is more of a democratic government with a elected president who is basically ceremonial, while Northern Ireland is part of the UK and has representatives that represent them in Parliament. The culture compared to the United States, both are very, very individualism. While the US is more of an extreme, Ireland is a little bit more laid back. They're more emphasized on community and family than the US, where they're very extremely emphasized on standing out and being an individual. Like the US, Ireland is low context, but they kind of dance around, are not as upfront with what they say like the US is. Like the US, when it comes to uncertainty and tolerance, they're a little bit more comfortable with uncertainty than we are. Americans like to control things. We liked power. And Ireland's a little bit more laid back about that. Also with the way that they perceive power. Where in the US, we like our public figures to be notable. We like the titles. Ireland is a little bit more relaxed on that also. They tend to downplay or mock anyone that tries to assert power. They're not as they're more rebellious than US. America is highly competitive, where Ireland is a little bit more cooperative and values fairness more than being competitive. In Ireland, they value small talk, where America, especially in the last few years, we don't really want to talk to each other a whole lot. I know I would rather order from online or a mobile app rather than go into a store and actually talk to someone. They value small talk. They're also very polite, where like genuinely polite, where Americans can sometimes be construed as rude, because we are pretty straightforward, where if I went to visit, some of the things that would make me anxious are the pub culture. I'm not a drinker, so it would be kind of weird to just go and hang out, and I know it's a normal thing for them. Food also would be kind of a anxious thing. I know that they do have different tastes, where we're kind of not. I try to be adventurous, but that would kind of make me worried. Um, One of the things that they celebrate that I think would be very neat to see is St. Bridget's Day, which is February 1st. It also marks the beginning of spring, and St. Bridget is one of the patron saints of Ireland, along with St. Patrick, which is what I would really love to see, is how they celebrate St. Patrick's Day. One of the kind of nonverbal things that they do is they are overly polite. Being from the Midwest, I kind of understand that. You're construed as being overly polite. You're very nice. That's it.